Good afternoon. Hope everyone has had a good week. For me, this has been a long week. I've actually gone back to court through Zoom a few times this week. So things are starting to pick up a little bit in the judicial system as we get our bearings and how to conduct hearings through video conference instead of in person. I actually also have a case that is set for trial next month in which the judge has formally asked permission of the regional presiding judge to do a trial with all sorts of social distancing protocols in place. Due to the nature of my client, I'm going to oppose that request by the judge to have that jury trial, and we'll just see how the presiding judge deals with that. On for today, I'd like to welcome you to another edition of Coffee with Law, but this time I give you hand sanitizer edition. No coffee, no tea, but hand sanitizer. And today I want to talk a little bit about a story I just heard this week. And it goes like this. This person goes to this attorney, has been sued, and wants to get some advice. And apparently the attorney tells that person, you don't have any money. You don't have any assets other than your home. Don't worry about it. Just write to the attorney and tell that attorney that you don't have anything. And why worry about it? Well, guess what, people? I've got something different to say about that. My name is Benjamin Sanchez, and I'm an attorney in Houston, Texas. I represent people, including consumers, tenants, and homeowners, in everyday life setbacks to help them move forward. And on this edition of Coffee with Law, we're discussing whether or not you being judgment proof will be a good decision to not participate in a lawsuit against you. The basic answer to this question is you need to participate. Why? Because even though you're judgment proof today, doesn't mean that you'll be judgment proof the rest of your life. And you may ask, well, why does that matter for a lawsuit that's today? I'll tell you why it matters, especially in Texas. Because if someone gets a judgment against you and they properly put a lien on it, do a judgment lien, then that lien lasts for 10 years. And that lien can be renewed every 10 years. In addition, there's a 2-year grace period in which the judgment creditor has 2 years beyond those 10 years to still get that judgment renewed. Furthermore, if that judgment is not paid off by the time that you die, then that judgment creditor can file a claim against your estate. So quite frankly, that judgment will never go away. And if you ever want to sell your home, that judgment will be there waiting to be paid off. And that's all because you allowed an easy victory in allowing a default judgment to happen against you. So that is not the advice that I would give. You may be judgment proof, but you should at least make them work for it. Okay, if there's going to be a judgment, at least make them work for it. At the very least, if you cannot afford to hire an attorney and you are unable to get a volunteer pro bono attorney through legal aid or some other kind of organization, then at least file an answer yourself. The second thing that I want to bring to your attention regarding these lawsuits and how to do it when you're judgment proof is that you need to file an answer with the court. Too many times people have written a letter or a response and sent it to the attorney. Doing a letter or a response and sending it to the attorney does nothing in terms of answering the lawsuit with the court. So make sure that even though you need to serve a copy of the answer to the attorney who filed it, you need to actually file the answer with the court. This way you'll avoid a default judgment. Most creditors win because of default judgments. Don't let that be you, and don't let the rest of your life be marred by a judgment creditor who's hounding you every so often for a judgment that was easily won because you failed to pay attention to the lawsuit, and especially failed to answer the lawsuit and answer it properly by filing with the court. I hope you all have a good weekend. This has been another edition of Coffee with Law, hand sanitizer edition. If I've provided helpful information, please follow, like, and share this video so that others may get that same information. Have a great weekend, and I'll see you guys again on Monday. Bye-bye.